Welcome, Damon Bruce with you as we get ready for NBA action here on 2K Sports Thursday Hoops. It'll be Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers facing off against Kevin Garnett and the Boston Celtics. And now let's send it out to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. I'll see you at halftime, everybody.
It's the Los Angeles Lakers on the road in this interconference battle. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA presented by 2K Sports for this Thursday afternoon game. A look here at the Lakers starting group presented by State Farm. Artest, Gasol, and Bynum are the front court. Fisher and Kobe man the backcourt. And for the Celtics, Rondo, Allen, and Pierce for the perimeter. Kevin Garnett and Jermaine O'Neal at the 4 and 5. Now here's Gasol. Bynum, the pass to Kobe. Working on Allen. Line up. Here are the Celtics with the ball. Poke loose. Gasol covering. Ray Allen, and that's good.
Well, I like that. They ran to the three-point line and got an uncontested look there in transition. Well, the Celtics played pretty well against the Western Conference a year ago. They went 19-11 in their 30 games versus the West. Not bad.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Guys, I caught up with Doc Rivers for a minute. I asked how they're planning to handle one of the more explosive offenses in the NBA, and he responded by saying they'll do everything they can to force their stars into shots they aren't comfortable taking. They know they'll still score points, but making each look as tough as they can is their primary goal, gentlemen.
All right, Doris, they're probably, Clark, well aware of the firepower they're up against.
Well, Kevin, Steve, you always have to be aware of that when you're facing these guys.
Yeah, no question. If you're not prepared right from the outset, then this team will punch you in the mouth and get off to a big lead early. So they've got to be up to the task defensively.
Out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Well, Steve, you look at what the record for the Celtics was against the West. You mentioned 19-11. Clark, how do you think they match up with the best of the Western Conference?
Well, you look at the best teams in the West, Kevin. I mean, there's great size pretty much across those front lines out west. The Celtics actually got a little smaller last season when they traded Kendrick Perkins away, so that center position remains a question mark when you compare the Celtics to the teams out in the Western Conference.
Rondo against Fisher. Rondo dishes to Garnett. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo.
That was all about the assist there. Just a beautiful feed.
Allen against Kobe. Bynum inside. Lets it go with the three. And Artest gets it to go on the assist from Andrew Bynum. Artest's got 5 now.
And Andrew Bynum, a guy who has been hit with injuries throughout his career. But when he's healthy, the Lakers are so tough to beat because of the length and size that Bynum and Gasol provide for that front line.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Theo Ratliff comes in for Andrew Bynum. And Matt Barnes is subbed in for Ron Artest. Here's Allen. Outside Rondo. Back to Allen. Picked up by Kobe. Allen kicks to Pierce. Shot clock at 6. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Got a hand on it.
He's laboring out there right now, guys. The shot has not been falling for him this quarter.
And he races to the bucket for 2. Barnes has got his first basket.
He's got so many ways to hurt you. I mean, he is really an offensive force out there.
And last season, there were a few grumbles, Steve, after Bynum missed the first month and a half of the season. You see, Bynum had delayed surgery after the finals, Clark, so that he could go to the World Cup soccer.
Well, when you're a pro basketball player, that has to be your first priority. I'm a big-time soccer fan myself, but Bynum may have made a boo-boo there.
Yep.
Yeah, but he was ready to go come playoff time, and, you know, that's kind of the Lakers' go-to philosophy. Just be ready when the playoffs show up. And he did play pretty well in the postseason.
Kristich, he's checked in for Boston. Avery Bradley comes in for Rajon Rondo. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. Garnett in the post, guarded by Kobe. Pierce for three, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
Well, Mike Brown taking over as coach of the Lakers this season, I think it's a good fit. He knows what it's like to coach a star because he had LeBron in Cleveland, played in a lot of big games. No doubt he'll be under the spotlight in L.A. with the Lakers.
Here's Bradley. Now a timeout called by Boston.
He wants to make a few adjustments out there, and he's running through those with his team right now.
Some changes for the Lakers. Andrew Bynum's checked in for Theo Ratliff. Artest comes in for Pau Gasol. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Derek Fisher.
Let's keep it going for your Celtics dancer.
Here's Bradley. Here's Kristich. And he banks in the layup. Steve, going back to Mike Brown once more, they're going to expect a lot from him from the get-go, I would imagine, Clark, out in Los Angeles, where the NBA is #1 out there.
Oh, yeah, there's definitely some additional scrutiny and pressure. It'll be a little hotter on that seat for Mike Brown, but you know what? He coached LeBron James in Cleveland where expectations were high, and I've seen Mike grow as an assistant coach with the Pacers. He's a high-quality guy and a terrific basketball coach. It's a win it all or nothing out in L.A., and I think at this point in his career, he's ready for the challenge.
Just 5 on the clock.
Or if the defender doesn't buy the pump fake, there's a good chance he's going to be able to.
Oh, and the jam by Kobe Bryant.
And that steal led to that easy transition basket.
You know, Steve, they've got those guys reeling a little bit. Right now.
There's 39 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Pierce. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Tell you what, the defender made a nice recovery there. It looked like he was beaten, but he still managed to challenge the shot.
Now Bradley. And there's the feed to Garnett. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one is on our test. The first one falls. So both teams changing it up here. Both good from the line that time. Here's Blake. He kicks to Barnes. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Lakers from deep. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Lakers ahead. They lead by 9.
And you could see early on, guys, they were going to go inside and try to establish their offense in the paint area. That's exactly what they've done.
And I think that's exactly where they should continue to attack moving forward, Steve.
Don't go away. We'll see you in a moment. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second.
Guys, 21-9 were the Lakers last season against the Eastern Conference. They've been within a game of that record for the last 4 seasons. That's really consistently impressive.
So the Lakers 5 right now. Artest and Pau in the forward slots. Johnson is out there with Steve Blake, and it's Bynum at the center, filling out the middle.
Nice time to use that foul to stop the layup.
You know, if you can save just 1 point, that foul was the right move.
You look at the teams in the East, not many who can match the length that the Lakers possess up front. What am I saying? There are a few teams in the entire league that can match that kind of length, Steve.
Yeah, the Twin Towers, Bynum and Gasol, really the Lakers' trump card. I mean, I think that's the key to this club. They've got to take advantage of those two guys this year, beat people up down on the block and on the glass. And if they can improve their defensive work on the perimeter, this could be a great team.
It's stolen by Rondo.
So now that's twice we've seen the offense collapse. That's back-to-back empty trips because of turnover.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Because now all of a sudden you start turning the ball over, you lose all offensive rhythm and flow.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, Paul Pierce grew up in L.A., loved the Lakers, but he's played his entire 13 years with the Celtics, and last summer he signed a 4-year extension with the franchise. Asked about finishing his career in Boston, it means everything to me. When I cement my legacy in the game of basketball, just staying with one team, that's everything for me. Not a lot of players get a chance to do it, especially in this era. I've been expressing it the past 5, 6, or 7 years that I wanted to be here for life, and now I have that opportunity. Guys, no question he'll go down as one of the Celtics' all-time greats.
That he will. Thank you, Doris.
And it's been a long road for a guy taken 10th overall in the 1998 draft.
Ray Allen is checked in for Boston.
And you know, despite the number of turnovers, Kevin, they've still got the lead here.
Well, eventually, guys, you know those mistakes will come back and haunt you, so they've got to do a better job of taking care of the basketball. Ray Allen is one of the great shooters in league history. And a lot of people say he was born to shoot. He definitely has a natural touch. But it's his work ethic that sets him apart. He puts in a lot of time with that jump shot. And they answer right back with that three.
It's a good old shootout. The fans are enjoying this show.
The three, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And that's 11 points for Allen.
And you know Ray Allen, I mean, a lot of people didn't know this. Ray Allen played center in high school, and he had a really flat jump shot, no arc at all. So like he said, that picture-perfect long-range shot we now see, really, that's the product of his great work ethic.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
You know, guys, I think the Celtics actually came into the playoffs last season with a little less swagger than usual. I mean, losing Kendrick Perkins in the trade seemed to shake them up a little bit. And with Shaq really unable to contribute due to injuries, a team used to being big inside perhaps felt a little small.
Here's Kobe, 13 points in the game. He's against Allen. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Allen. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. And now it's a 3-point Celtic lead. So it's the Lakers now. They trail by 3. Like you set the table there well with the Celtics and their injuries. That did play a role in the postseason, not just in the front court. The dislocated elbow of Rajon Rondo also factored in. Steve, that was a huge hit for that team.
Yeah, I was amazed that he was able to return in that game and continue to play the rest of the series. But it did limit him. And with Rondo slowed down, the Celtics had a tough time scoring. In fact, Miami really played him in Boston kind of 5-on-4. They didn't honor his offense, and it really cost Boston. Boy, this is scary. You get a score rolling like this, you're in some trouble.
Yeah, you can't leave a guy like that on an island. I mean, you got to bring some help.
And there's the defensive 3-second call.
Well, you know, a recent stat said that in the last 15 years, the Lakers are on average the best offense in the NBA. But in crunch time, ironically, they fall to around 12th best offensively. Not nearly as effective.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Chris Ditchy's checked in for O'Neal. Garnett comes in for Brandon Bass. And Pierce subbed in for Jeff Green. Derek Carricker, he's checked in for the Lakers. Barnes comes in for Ron Artest. Now here's Rondo. He has 5. Oh, that's offensive interference. We've got 1:48 left now here in the second. The tray, and again it's the Lakers from deep. They're going back to the Lakers, and they're let down as far as crunch time offense goes. It was a good point by you. Steve, you take it now. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think Kobe's not the player that he once was, Kevin. I mean, he's not as athletic. He's not as capable as he used to be getting shots off against any type of defense. And I think the rest of the guys maybe lost a little confidence in themselves as a result.
Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
Well, you can tell he's hurting. Let's hope it's nothing major and that we see him back here soon.
Get over that. Injuries, unfortunately, are part of the game.
That's 4 of their last 5 coming from long range. This offense is cooking.
Yeah, it's rolling, really rolling. And defensively, they kept collapsing, Steve, and leaving them open. So now they're in trouble. They're in a real dilemma now.
Here's Kobe. 16 points for him. Here's Fisher. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. It's on Rajon Rondo.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, guys. Derek Fisher has had a lot on his plate the last couple of years. He's the president of the NBA Players Association. Not only was he trying to lead his team to a championship, but he's been trying to fix these labor issues as well. Well, it's been back and forth. Really good battle here.
Yeah, real strong battle, guys, and it looks like it may come down to which team has the ball last as far as who wins.
Now here's Kobe. Working on Allen. The turnaround, and there's the rejection. The Celtics with the lead, and they're moving it up. Rondo passes to Pierce. Kobe with the steal. And here comes the break. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. You guys talk about Derek Fisher. What a professional.
Kevin, this guy basically made the most of his natural abilities. Never a premier athlete. Always in great shape, though. Always plays hard, plays smart. And he seems to be able to knock down big threes at the most important times. He's done that throughout his career and goes back to when he and Kobe joined the Lakers as rookies.
Absolutely.
Spent a lot of time riding the bus together in the gym before and after practice, and he just worked and worked, and now he's got multiple rings.
He and Kobe both have won the 5 rings. Yeah, they're really hooked at the hip, huh?
That's right.
Lakers trail by 3. Launches it, and that one's good. Fisher's got 7 points in the game. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
Yeah, good one here, guys. This is going to be fun to watch. 2 evenly matched teams, both teams playing hard. I like the way he attacked in this match, using his speed to get that shot up.
Definitely, I agree. Sometimes it forces you to be a bit more creative in that situation. Tremendous output from Allen. He's got 19 points.
And it's been a great game out in Boston.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. And here comes Rondo.
Dan, one of the things you like about the Lakers, their ability to go out on the road and win. In fact, last season, they were 27-14 away from Staples Center.
Kevin Garnett and Jermaine O'Neal with the 4 and 5. Rondo, Allen, and Pierce for the perimeter. That's the Boston 5. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, the Celtics have become a tight-knit family under Doc Rivers, adopting the Ubuntu, all for one. We like each other, said Doc, and we almost accept each other as family. And family, when you have a crisis, you yell at each other, you argue, and then you still like each other. He believes the open atmosphere builds a cohesive unit, guys, and it certainly pays dividends on the floor. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris. It is easy to see that relationship you talked about with the Celtics.
Yeah, you can see it on the floor, too.
Yeah, it's no big surprise to hear the fact that the Celtics function as a family because it's so visible during games, and you can see the effect Doc Rivers has had on this club over the years. I mean, he has become really the face of this franchise.
A moment for our Gatorade injury report.
Suffering a lower back strain. He's going to remain on the sidelines for this one, and though it's tough to say right now, he might not be able to return anytime in the near future either. Not exactly the news you're hoping to hear, guys.
Good stuff, Doris. Thanks, Clark. It's got to be a tough time for him.
Yeah, Kevin, you wish they weren't, but injuries are really a part of the game, and sooner or later, just about everybody has to deal with them in some form or fashion.
Well, hopefully we'll get some good news next time we have an update on him.
Here's Pierce. 8 points for him. The stupendous finish in traffic. Pierce has got 10. Timeout called the Lakers.
Well, we all know what a fiery, competitive team the Celtics are, with Kevin Garnett in particular. And that's one of the reasons they were second in the NBA in technical fouls last season.
Lakers trailed by 3. Here's Blake. 6 points for him. Shoots the 3, and again it's the Lakers from deep. And so speaking of the Celtics, you know, some have said, Clark, that they go overboard getting into it with other teams, players, and that wasn't your game, but take us inside that whole world of the player.
You know what? I don't know if the Celtics do it any more than any other teams. I mean, Kevin Garnett is very demonstrative, has been since he's been in the league, and that intensity sometimes spills over. And I always felt that you had to be who you were. You couldn't try to fabricate something that wasn't part of your natural makeup. So if you are a guy that's verbal and a jaw-jacker, then you've got to do it within the parameters of what's going on in the game. If you're not, then you can't be that to try to improve your performance. So I've always said, like the young folks do, you know, do me, be you. You know?
Got that one up. Good. That's 12 points for Paul Pierce.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Backing down is Bryant. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Allen.
We've seen him now give away 4 possessions. You got to squeeze the orange out there. Take care of the ball.
You got to wonder about the effort defensively. They did not get back there.
Yeah, you know what? A beautiful finish one way or the other, though.
And Kobe throws it down hard. And this game is tied up now. Clark and Steve, neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
Well, 8 lead changes, Kevin, so far as the teams are battling it out here in the third.
It's all building towards what could be a great finish. This will be fun to watch.
And here's Rondo. He has 7. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Rondo. Allen's got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, right now the book on Rondo is that you need to back off of him and make him shoot because he's really interested in trying to set up other people, and it was on display, and now Miami defended him with big. He didn't give him any driving lanes and made him settle for shots on the perimeter. He made sure to get a little extra hang time there, just to rub it in the defender's face a bit.
Look out below. I wasn't sure he was ever going to come down.
He just wanted to make sure he wasn't coming down on top of anybody. And nice swipe there. You could see his eyes get wide open when he saw the opportunity to take the ball.
Well, you've been watching tape. I mean, and probably too much tape in terms of what Rondo did or did not do in that Miami series. His teams back off him, and his assist numbers rise, which is good, but they want him to be aggressive, Steve. I mean, Doc Rivers, I know, has told you that many times. He is their engine of offense.
He sure is, and Boston is at its best when Rondo is pushing the ball in transition, but when they're in the half court, you're right, Clark. I mean, teams are going to play 4-on-5 against him and let him shoot, and that's why it's so important for him to be active.
And Kobe throws it down. While we've got a sec, let's check out the Sprite Slam Cam. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
These two teams, guys, look so evenly matched to me. I think this could go right down to the wire.
That's good from Allen on the assist by Rondo. Allen's got 11 in the second half. Timeout called the Lakers. Boston making some changes. Jeff Green, he's checked in for O'Neal. And it's Avery Bradley in for Rajon Rondo. And the Lakers also making a switch. Ron Artest is checked in for Luke Walton. Here's Bonham, looking for his first bucket of the game. And that one's good from Fisher.
A lot of the points they've given up have come on open threes like that one. And that has to be disconcerting and frustrating to their coach.
Well, they should know better. I mean, they read the scouting report. You can't leave these guys wide open on the perimeter.
Fellas, they are heating up from outside now.
Yep, of their last 5 hoops, 3 of them have come from long range.
He faded back on that one to give himself some room. That's 28 points for Kobe Bryant. Kobe with the steal. Here's the break. Jumps up. Oh! The devastating windmill jam.
Always some entertainment value when you go with the windmill jam.
Yeah, rim shaker and Steve a wrist breaker.
Outrageous. Man.
24 seconds left to play in the third. Bradley with the ball. Six on the shot clock. Allen outside. Throws it up high. Got a piece of it. Gasol with the steal. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's done a great job of finding the soft spots in that defense. Very efficient game for him so far.
Yeah, and I like what he's done, Steve. I mean, he's made a couple of jumpers here or there, but what he's really done impressively is allow the game to come to him.
Lakers ahead. They lead by 2. Now let's check in with Doris Burke for our Sprite Spark of the game. Doris?
Hi, guys. Well, it was the stretch by the Lakers that garners the Sprite Spark today. The changing point in this game was when they got hot in the third quarter and opened things up. They'll look to keep that level of play as we head into the final period.
Doris, thanks. That run, Clark, really propelled them.
Yeah, it sure did. I mean, it got their confidence up and gave them the kind of swagger you like to see in the team.
Yeah, gave them the edge for sure because look at the opponent. I mean, they are kind of down on themselves right now. The body language, not where it needs to be.
So the Lakers 5 right now. Fisher and Kobe man the backcourt. Howe and Bynum filling up the middle. And it's Artest in at the 3 slot.
What an offensive display he's putting on.
And at this point, Steve, you got to put more pressure on him. Bring help and make him move the ball.
Arroyo dishes to Garnett. Picked up by Artest. Garnett, the pump fake kept the D off balance and gave him room.
Both of these teams have really stepped it up offensively.
You know what, Steve? They haven't missed a chance, and I think both teams really know what's at stake on every possession here.
Tell you what, they're struggling to protect the ball here. Kind of a messy second half.
You know, taking it to the rim against such a smaller defender is usually going to work out just fine.
And the Lakers with some changes. Theo Rattler, he's just checked in for Bynum. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Derek Fisher.
Jeff Green at the line with one shot.
And he completes the three-point play.
Jeff Green, of course, part of that controversial trade for Kendrick Perkins last year at the deadline. The Celtics were very concerned about their backup three position. They saw a chance to get Green, a talented player, but in doing so, they gave up a very popular player in Perkins.
Here's Arroyo. Now a timeout called by Boston.
I think Coach saw a couple of things he wanted to correct. You got to make sure everyone's following the game plan.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. So they have it in them, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. And here's the break. Blake kicks to Kobe. Over Pavlovich and Kobe Bryant again. And now it's a three-point Laker lead. And for the Celtics, Steve, you're going to remember back to their championship season of 2008. They had that offensive lineup, which included a guy named James Posey playing the four. So, Clark, maybe you'll see Jeff Green playing a similar role.
It could be, perhaps, Kevin. I mean, I think the trade may have set them back in the short term, but that wasn't all on Jeff Green. I mean, chemistry is really a delicate dynamic, and losing Perk seemed to have affected the team a little more than they expected. But I think going forward, the Jeff Green acquisition is going to bode well and serve the Celtics well.
They rule this one goaltending. Count the shot. Here's Rondo, and with 9 assists, he's keeping their offense going.
Splendid playmaking.
Now, seeing the floor, making all the right decisions, guys.
Blake passes to our text. Here's Gasol. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe.
And how much do you love to see the big fella knocking down that three there, guys?
Celtics trail by 7. Pierce inside the three-point line. That's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
And we have seen the intensity pick up big time here in the second half.
Well, you can feel the desire from both teams that they really want to win this one.
And slam down hard. Another look on the Sprite Slam Cam.
Now that's a special order right there.
Not everybody can cap off it. Like that.
Yeah, very difficult maneuver, but a tremendous one if you can pull it off.
The Lakers making a switch here. The free throw drops for Kobe. Here's Rondo. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Here's Allen. It's a look. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Well, they've done a lot of their damage from mid-range here, guys. I mean, knocking down those shots with regularity.
Yeah, how about 8 of their last 10 points, guys, coming off that mid-range area jump shot. So, shows you don't have to be at the rim to score.
Nice shot by Smith.
Pretty pass there, right where he needed to put it.
Outside, Pierce. Guarded by Kobe. The open shot by Rondo. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
I'll tell you what, right now that mid-range jumper serving them well.
Yes, it is, guys. That's 6 of their last 10 points coming from that mid-range area.
And some changes here for the Celtics. O'Neal comes in for Brandon Bass. And it's Garnett in for Jeff Green. And then for the Lakers, Andrew Bynum's checked in for Smith. Pau Gasol is subbed in for Steve Blake.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Back to Rondo. The dish now to Garnett. He's up against Gasol. Shoots it up. And Garnett with the basket on the assist by Rondo. Garnett's got 4 points this quarter.
That's 10 straight points now coming in that mid-range jump shot area, guys.
Yeah, it is, and they're picking their spots and finding holes in the middle of that defense to get those shots off, and I think that's very good discipline they're showing us here.
That is good. Kobe's got 45 points.
Well, that's been nice, efficient work, guys, that he's been doing. I mean, we haven't seen him take many bad shots, and that's the sign of a mature, poised player.
We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. Rondo kicks to Pierce. Back to Rondo. He's covered by Fisher. Here's Allen. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
You're exactly right. I mean, take care of the ball, work the clock. It's a wrap.
Yep, nice game.
And that ought to do it. That should seal the deal.
Yep, I agree. Closing it out with relish.
Here's Rondo. It's Pierce on the wing. Covered by Artest. Pierce dishes to Allen. From 18 feet away, there's Pierce. That's good on the assist by Allen.
That time he found a gap in the defense to turn that one into a very easy jump shot, a warm-up jumper, if you will.
Pass to Fisher. Back to Kobe. And that comes off the assist by Derek Fisher. Kobe's got 49 points in the game. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 10. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .24 seconds left in the game. Fires from the wing. And again, it's Boston converting.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Turnaround Jay, and that one's good. Kobe's got 51.
Man, that's going to do it. I mean, this thing is pretty much over. They played well.
Well, it has been a bit anticlimactic, the end of the game. But sometimes that's the way it goes.
From the length of the floor, misses the shot. And so the Lakers take the win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Kobe Bryant.